Hello everybody, good afternoon and welcome back to Valencia, Spain. It's game day 2 of the FIBA Women's EuroBasket, and it's the clash between Belarus and Slovakia. Well, these two teams had mixed fortunes yesterday. Belarus winning at the buzzer over host Spain, their first ever victory over Spain, who are the two-time defending champions, in fact, of the FIBA Women's EuroBasket. And Slovakia crashed to a heavy defeat in their game against Sweden. So first up, this one, and then the nightcap will be Spain against Sweden. And as we look at the standings coming into game day 2, of course, Sweden and Belarus up at the top, followed by Spain and Slovakia. I'm Jeff Taylor, joined by the Slovakian fans, but even closer is Xenia Stewart, who is going to give us some lucid comments throughout this game. Xenia, welcome back.
Thank
I know
you.
you've been out brushing up and walking around, getting some fresh air, the hot Valencian sunshine.
Yep.
While at the same time maintaining your focus on this magnificent tournament. We're halfway through game 2. Italy perhaps confirming they're a really good team. Montenegro, again, confirming they're a tough team. Serbia, also awesome. But now we go to the different group here, Group B. And this is a very important game for Belarus to kind of perhaps press home the advantage, so to speak.
Yeah.
They built a little momentum. They need to beat Slovakia.
And that girl right there is Bentley, number 20, hit the dagger shot last night, having 13 points and the game winner versus Spain, the home nation. So no doubt she will be feeling fantastic. And then also Popova also had a lovely game with 19 points. So Belarus didn't have their greatest game, but last night was very ugly. They kind of gritted it out and overall got the win. So sometimes that's how it is in basketball. It's ugly and you get the win. Slovakia, you know, they unfortunately lost versus Sweden the first game yesterday, 74-57. Really only Yakovtseva had 17 points. She's the long, lean, blonde, number 3 at the front of that line there. And she played very well, but not really that many players behind her who helped her. So hopefully today, the rest of her team have brought their A game to try and defeat this big, you know, tough
Belarusian team.
Yes.
Well, before we start this Group A game, we're going to have a pause for the national anthems.
Belarus. Atención, por favor, a continuación. Now listen the national anthem from Slovakia.
What a huge game. Really, Slovakia can't afford to lose. Belarus do not want to lose the momentum. And the referees as well, as always, under pressure, ready to make the big calls, lining up at midcourt. Beat the host, and you beat, you see Joras Suha, the coach of Slovakia. When you beat the two-time defending champions, it is a massive result.
Yeah, and they've never beaten them either.
And the EuroBasket women,
yeah.
no.
No.
Exactly.
So it's huge for them. It was all love, as we've seen.
Won 2 of their last 3 games in the FIBA Women's EuroBasket. It was also Spain that beat them in the 3rd place game at the FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup back in 2010. And so Slovakia have lost 2 straight games in the EuroBasket, only once on their last 11 appearances.
Well, Belarus are ready to roll. So is Slovakia. A couple fans in the stands, which is nice. Well, Belarus are ready to roll. So is Slovakia. A couple fans in the stands, which is nice. And no doubt will start to fill up as the host Spain play right after versus Sweden. The 2 in this same group. And it's game time, Jeff. I'm going to quiet it down.
It's okay.
Ready for the tip.
Well, everybody, hello and welcome again to La Fonteta here in Valencia, Spain. We're in the Mediterranean, but we're not at the beach. We are in the arena. And it's Slovakia taking on Belarus, and Slovakia winning the opening tip and getting the rebound, and Jakub Sova Wow, offensive rebound and putback for the former Southern California Trojan.
Well, starting off where she left.
Viktorovic drives in. Ritsikava. And Jakubsova with another rebound. Could be another attempt at a double-double today. Prazinsikova, and now another miss, but another offensive rebound. Dudasova misses, but another offensive rebound. And if they keep getting these second and third chances, you know they're going to score. Dudasova, bounce pass, Jakubsova, and yeah, she's going to score.
Yeah, Jakubsova, we spoke about her at the start, and she is 2 for 2. Thank you for making yourself look good, and us also.
Hasper misses. And running quickly. And driving in and scoring for Slovakia, Miroslava Prazinitsova. And if there was one thing that Belarus did not want, it was for Slovakia to get a little bit of confidence, the feel-good factor. Yeah, we can do this. And really, we saw them play better yesterday in the fourth quarter.
Oh, we did actually, we did.
So, you know, this now becomes a very dangerous game for Belarus. Remember, they did beat Spain, but they only beat them by a couple of points. And if you get into goal difference and tiebreakers,
yeah,
you always run that risk of losing out.
Right, and they didn't play a great game either yesterday, Belarus.
No.
They didn't, you know, and they were just so lucky that Spain didn't play a great game either, and they just managed to grind it out. So maybe a little fatigue in the legs, as they did have a late game last night. They were the 9 o'clock tip, so hopefully they can try and get themselves together here. It's 4 points, second chance points for Slovakia, 6 in the paint. So great start for Slovakia. No doubt this will be Jakubsova. Yep, nice little move. We can't see it from that camera shot.
You know, it's imperative, though, that it's not just Jakubsova that scores. Other people have got to start delivering. Dudasova they need Stasheva. So Popova, let's see if that timeout from Trofimova makes a difference. And Hasper shoots it over the backboard. Boy, she had great position. You can't do anything better than that and draw up a play. But you gotta make the shot. Dudasova, importantly though, one shot and out. Dudasova, oh, not even close. Popova to Hasper, pushed out. Back to Popova. And Popova fouled by, I don't know why Jakubsova decided to foul her. Just put your hands up.
Yeah, good drive by Popova there. She's got to get herself going, so she puts the ball on the floor and hits. Yeah, she sure does hit her hand.
You just got to raise it up. Raise up your hand.
I know it's easily said than done, Jeff, though, in full motion, but a miss from Popova still leaves them on a donut. I wouldn't mind a donut right now, to be honest. Nice sugar.
A big zero.
Yeah.
Big donut.
Yeah, donut is zero.
You need like a little lift.
Yeah. But that's the first point.
They call it merendar in Spain this time of day. Have a donut. Now, missing was Jakubsova, and that was not a good play. Nobody was under the basket. Tsiaskova has the potential to make some big plays here. Hasper. Ooh. She got into the lane, spun to her right, and showed the soft touch.
Yeah, nice little move.
Stasheva has it knocked out of her hands as she goes up. Here comes the Belarusians. And Ritsikava's pass goes into the backcourt.
And And a turnover for Belarus here.
So Yakubtsova is coming out of the game. So she's going to get an early break.
I don't really see her being out for too long.
No, and Udasova misses, but her replacement has just gotten the rebound. Moravchikova. And Prazenisova, Miroslava Chova rather, misses. So Slovakia showing signs of going cold like yesterday. Ritsikava does not drop.
That's okay. It's a good shot.
Orasova.
Just hopefully they don't have a shooting clip like they did yesterday.
They had one quarter where it was really bad. I think they had 8 points.
Yeah, they couldn't score a layup, so hopefully it's not the case today.
Yeah, yesterday against Sweden, in the third quarter they were outscored 25-6. So that was not what the doctor ordered.
Right, and what was Belarus's shooting percentage last night as well against Spain? Take your time, let me know when you're ready. Goes into Veremienka.
And Zyuskova misses, but nobody. Oh boy, Veremienka missed a layup. Don't worry, I have made a note of it. I don't have to search for it. I can tell you their shooting percentage overall was 37.5%.
From the two?
From overall.
Oh, overall, yeah.
Long rebound for Slovakia. So both teams starting cold.
Yeah. And Veremienka there on the right-hand side.
Prazenisova finally rattles one in.
Veremienka is one of those lefties that we spoke about, and she was on the right-hand side there and just shot the shot too short.
It took her a while to warm up last night as well.
It did.
She missed her first 3 or 4 shots. Finally got into it. Viktorovich, Popova from the arc. That's good. So Belarus, it was one thing that Spain could never do. They could never put any distance between themselves and Belarus. The biggest lead that Spain had was 4 points early on. Udasova gets it down low. Moravchikova out to Palinikova, who's now in. And how about that, Moravchikova?
Nice, Jeff. Okay, Slovakia came to play, and I'm here for it.
Zyuskova to Popova. Orasova guarding her. And Udasova picks up the foul. So Moravchikova there hit that big shot from the corner. And there she was involved in the other basket that was scored. They only ruled that a 2 by Moravchikova.
Did they?
Yeah, I thought it was. Oh no, that was definitely a 2. Yeah, right there. Yeah, well in.
Great timing on the replay.
They could feel it coming. I went up to Bentley. You see, she's checking in last night. I told her, good game last night, Alex. Big shot. She said, I feel you. Thanks, man. She left.
We are reviewing
she's
last
fired up.
play.
Okay, let's just be quiet.
The contact, if it's normal or unsportsmanlike. Okay. Thank you. Normal speed, please.
We have to see a foul by white 77.
177 on red 10.
Right here.
This one. Play normal speed, please.
Normal.
Okay.
Can we have the baseline camera, please?
Baseline camera. Okay. Normal speed, please. Okay, is this normal basketball play?
For me, this is not.
Not normal action, grabbing the shirt.
It is not
So-
a legitimate attempt
No.
to play the ball.
Okay.
For me, this is an unsportsmanlike foul according to C1 criteria.
I agree. We will upgrade to a sportsmanlike foul. We would like now to review at 4:44 the shot, if it is 2 or 3 points. Minute 4:44. 4:44. Okay, there was a shot. Okay, can we have more detail, please, to confirm if it was a 3-point shot?
Please zoom on the foot of
Zoom
the
on the
shooter.
foot. Okay, it's correct, 3-point shot.
Okay, and now we will
Okay.
continue the game with 2 shots for red 10.
2 shots, red 10 for the unsportsmanlike foul.
White 77, unsportsmanlike foul, 2 shots on red 10.
The previous shot, 3 points, we confirmed 3 points. Okay?
Okay, well, we let them do all the talking. It was kind of, it was quite an elaborate research project over there, but you know what? They got it right. And we heard the classification as a, under the regulation C1.
That referee knew his stuff, man.
So the shirt tug has brought the unsportsmanlike foul and put Vermayinka on the line, and importantly allowed her to see the basketball go through the basket, although she does miss the second. And Slovakia do not want to help Belarus in this game. And, you know, pulling a shirt is, you know, you play the game, you have to try to pull the shirt, don't you? It's
Yeah.
not something that just happens.
Yeah.
So if you pull the shirt, you deserve it.
Right, unsportsmanlike.
You need to-
Slovakia falls into a zone here.
Got to
Sorry.
clean it up.
Yeah.
Here's Bentley. She crossed court, skip pass over to Liktorovic. 2 free throws. Moravchikova is whistled for the foul. Ooh. Leaving some free throws out there are these Belarusians. Liktorovic does not get it to go. Liktorovic is on the women's EuroBasket promo, isn't she? That big board
yeah.
where they have all the players.
Big poster outside.
Everywhere you see it. Here she goes. Prazinitsova, Moravchikova. Here goes Praz again. Moravchikova doing a good job getting the boards. And Liktorovic picks up the foul. She had position, but then she kind of, as you alluded to in the previous game, watch how she boxes out here. She just kind of pushes into her.
Yeah, but she's doing a great job using her body, and that's her 3rd rebound. I'm pretty sure great minutes coming off the bench.
Suhova in there. Moravchikova is really active in there. Prazinitsova.
No foul, okay.
Prazinitsova, rather, excuse me. Driving in, 1.9 seconds.
Okay, yeah, no foul. Good call, refs. Seeing that in slow motion.
They got to get it up quick here. Okay, so
Violation is just she needs to step up.
Tarasova, yeah.
Yeah, she needs to step back.
So that's a warning.
Wow, and the clock resets. Really?
To 14 because of that.
Wow. How devastating is that?
One thing we know about our Hungarian referee, he knows the rules.
He sure does.
Praksh. Don't try to get one over on Peter.
Peter definitely got A's in school, Jeff, no doubt.
Well, the rules are there. They're there to be applied.
Yeah, but he was quoting which rule it was. It was fantastic.
Slovakia, substitution, number 11 out and number 4.
So Orosova takes a break, and now we get our first look in this game of Veronika Romanorova. Tarasova makes the first. So suddenly just a 1-point lead for Slovakia. Morachikova hands it off to Suhova. Tamea Suhova outside the Palinikova from the baseline. Morachikova rebounds, back outside it goes. I wonder why she didn't try to put it back up and in. Pazenisova and Vermayinka rebounds. A chance for Belarus to take the lead. Jakubsova is going to come back in. Bentley, it's online. Nope. Looked good to me from when she released it, but
That did look good right in front of us here.
she had that sweet follow through. Suhova. Oh boy, driving in, and Romanorova gets swatted out of bounds by Vermayinka. 6 seconds now on the shot clock. Stasheva comes back in. Yapsikova comes back in.
Great timing for Vermayinka there.
She will be thinking twice before she drives in there against Vermayinka anymore. Suhova, finally, a 3.
Well, this is the thing, right? You're going to get the best from every team that you play on every night. So they don't care that they won last night. They're bringing their best to show their best.
Bentley dribbles out of trouble. Vermayinka turns and scores.
That's pretty move. She's tall, long and lean. She likes that jumper. She's not really a banger down low. Just turn over that shoulder.
And now a hold on Tarasova. She was matched up against Jakubsova. That was a post-up waiting to happen, and she knew it. That was the SWAT.
Get that out of here.
Vermayinka's on the SWAT team today. Suhova, will it be the second? Nope. Off the back of the ring.
Big rebound by Popova. Let's see, get the ball into Popova here, get her going.
Popova, nope. They wanted to take the lead with that. Bentley, good! Belarus have taken the lead. It gets you excited, doesn't it?
Sure does. Especially when you commentate like that. I love it, Jeff.
Just didn't want you to spill your coffee. Stasheva again gets blocked by Vermayinka. Saved in bounds. Liktarovic has time. Oh, she had too much. She had a lot more time, and she's actually left.
Too much time.
She's left time for Slovakia. Well, it's going to be a big ask, I think, but.
She got too excited, Jeff. She heard you over here.
She needs to look up at the clock.
I felt like she did, to be honest. Yeah, a little crazy play, but either way, just make sure they don't foul here and pick up anything silly. So
they're just, you know, do not click offensively, Slovakia. You know, they had their moments where they had a chance to go up pretty big, and here's Belarus coming back and taking the lead at the end of the first quarter. So the Bentley three-pointer has put Belarus, even after a difficult start, in front, and obviously Anastasia Vermenka has been influential as well. Look at the reaction to the Bentley three-pointer. At the end of one, Belarus on top of Slovakia 14-13.
you remember, the first quarter stats here, 29%, 5 from 17. Slovakia just needs to make a few more of them. Same with Belarus, only 2 from 7 under the paint for them. And we get to see first quarter best plays, highlights. And hopefully Kopsava, shall I say, there. She gets going, she's back in the game. And Belarus have kind of just slow and steady, aren't they?
They are.
A little freight train, just choo-choo, slow and steady wins the race. But
I think
good start though from Slovakia.
I think Belarus can get away with it against. From what I've seen, this is not going to be the strongest group. But as they play tougher opposition, they face tougher opposition. You're not going to be able to get away with those slow starts.
Right. But you know what? Slovakia's doing a great job on rebounding on the offensive boards. They're giving themselves second chances, and like you said, you give yourself second, third chances, no doubt the ball will go in the hoops. So they're doing a very good job in the rebounding game. But we're into the second quarter. If you don't know about it, get the women's EuroBasket app on your smartphone. I got it. So does Jeff.
Yep. And those Slovakian fans up there dancing away during the interval, they're in the mood for a win today. Let's see if Slovakia can reward them with their enthusiasm to shake a leg. Belarus trying to seize the momentum. They're taking the lead. Can they press on that advantage? Oh boy, they left Popova open, and Popova pops one. 4-point advantage.
Nice, she had one of those last night as well. Why do you leave the ball? I never get it, but anyway. Nice, Popova, we asked for some offense from her, and she's sure giving it to us.
Palenikova runs into Vermenka, not sure where she was going. Now Bentley, bounce pass to Tarasova. And the ball intercepted by Dudasova. Palenikova, yes! An important shot for Slovakia.
Right back in it, Jeff. Turnover by Bentley into offense. Well done, Slovakia.
Ritsikava.
She asks for a foul there. Didn't get it.
Oh, a little turnaround by Stashova. She might have been better just to go up strong. Try to get a foul on Tarasova. Bentley, that's good. She held the follow through.
She held it up there, let her know in her face.
She's in the running for the biggest shots of the tournament so far.
She sure is, look at this. You don't want to guard me?
Wow.
But Slovakia is shooting their own great clip from 3-point line.
But it's Belarus up 20-16.
There, Popova. Belarus is 4 from 8 from the three-point line, as we see there. Shooting 50%. Not bad. Jeff, not bad.
And what's Bentley, 2 of 3?
Yeah, she
Or
is.
2 of 4?
Just bear with me, please. Let me give you a stat for once, because you always do your job.
I gotcha.
And she's 2 of 3.
Yeah, so it's the Bentley and Popova show from three-point range.
Popova
Each of
there.
them with 2 threes.
And Popova has 7 points and 5 rebounds. Very good numbers.
Why don't you
so
just
far.
pop on over and hit another one? She's been good. Here we go, Dudasova. Well, she had a nice follow through, but it didn't go in. Bentley puts it up. Uh-oh, Bentley's off to the races now. Slovakia are in a little bit of hot water.
Full court layup by Bentley. I love it. She looks like the car.
Remenarova going up against Popova.
Good defense, solid.
I think she was trying to get the body and the contact and the foul, but it wasn't working.
Not against Popova, it doesn't.
Here's Popova again, backing her way up. Passes it back out. Vermayinka for 3. Boy, they dodged the bullet there, didn't they, Slovakia?
Yeah, they did. In and out for Vermayinka.
I think we realized yesterday it's not good for them to fall too far behind. Somebody needs to step up again and hit a big shot. We saw this one here, Palenikova score from three-point range. Nice feed to Jakubtsova, and the foul called from behind on Ritsikava.
Yeah, and that's what they want, go back into Jakubtsova. She's definitely solid for them, and she played excellent, so she has 4 points right now. That is definitely a plus point for Slovakia.
So now a different type of post player checks in. They've got twin towers actually with Hasper coming in for Popova. And finally, nice drive again by Dudasova. Bentley. Prazenitsova. Dudasova again. Prazenitsova, and shot clock about to wind down. Dudasova's going to have to, oh, she gets the bounce pass inside. Oh, traveling on Orosova.
Bentley shouts, let's go. That's great defense. She's happy with that defense by Belarus. No doubt. Sadly, that is a travel.
Tarasava goes out, and the 38-year-old Zyskova comes in. Ritsikava, it's a 2 if it goes. Ritsikava's had some big scoring games in her career.
Foot on the line on the side there,
oh boy,
sadly.
Sova, no, you can't do that.
I hate when that happens. Such a bad turnover, so unfortunate. But back to Belarus, here they go. See if they can add to their lead.
They do get it. Ball goes through the legs of Vermayinka, and Ritsikava picks it up. You like how Belarus have 4 players outside the arc? Here's Zyskova. Oh, the long rebound to Ritsikava, but then she has it knocked out of her hands. Dudasova goes down to paint! She's really come to life here in this first half, hasn't she?
Yeah, that was a really difficult shot down the middle.
And good help defense. So
Referee there, ready to catch the ball. Hey, Slovakia's turned it up here. Look at this, down the guts. Nice little finish there on Bentley. Look at this. I'll see it twice, that's how nice it was. And another turnover.
Dudasova. Yeah, I like it. Great hands by Bentley, because Dudasova's got the hot hand, especially with her drives. Good things happen when she penetrates. Orasova is fouled by Hasper. So the momentum swinging back a little bit now to Slovakia.
I would have to agree with you there. Bump, foul. 2-point game, Jeff. That's what we wanted.
Yeah, we like the close games. The close, well-played games. But as long as it's close, has a little drama. Stasheva gets it to Dudasova. She takes on Popova. Misses badly. I'd like to see her put it on the deck, go to the basket, and dish.
Okay.
Or take on. I mean, certainly for Dudasova, that's where she's been really good. So this time, Bentley tries to get it, and she says, I should have made a bounce pass. My bust.
My what? Bust.
That's what we used to say. My bust. My bad.
We say my bad, and I hate that saying.
My bad.
Oh, I hate it. Ugh, my bad. It's an excuse for me, and I don't like excuses, Jeff.
You don't like people owning up to their mistakes?
Well, I don't know. I guess, yeah, if you say it like that, but my bad.
Okay, here we go. Suhova guarded by Ziaskova, the 38-year-old. Showing good quickness. Dudasova, Moravchikova. Spins. Wow, nice touch.
Woo!
She ties it up.
A little fake with him, a little shimmy. She's in Spain, she wants to dance. Bailar. I like it. She's not afraid. I'm really impressed with her. She's played some solid minutes here for Slovakia.
Hasper overshoots the rim once again. We still haven't seen Fekete, and I thought she was tough yesterday. Thought she would get some minutes. Moravchikova, though, has been worth it, putting in, and two shots coming after the foul by Hasper.
And that's Hasper's second foul. Slap to the face here, boom, have that. And that was her move before, shimmying, doing a little dance, and gets her 2 points. She is playing very well for her team.
The official review.
So we're going to listen to the refs again as they review.
If it's a normal foul or unsportsmanlike foul situation. Normal speed, please. Okay. Can you give me the angle from the baseline, please? Normal speed. Okay, point of contact. Hand in the face. Is this normal basketball play?
No.
Did she try to play for the ball?
No.
Okay.
So
Normal speed again. This camera, please. So we call this, we upgrade to unsportsmanlike excessive contact.
Okay, you or me?
You upgrade.
Let's go.
Let's go. Thank you.
Take off mask.
So, unsportsmanlike foul is the rule, not a normal basketball play was the ruling. Hasper, watch the right hand. Bam!
Yeah, for me, okay, they've called that unsportsmanlike, and that's the call, and I'm going to go for it. But let me explain. When you get faked like that and you're putting your hands up, intentional, like actual hit to the face, but I guess, you know, they are protecting, you know, with concussions and eyes being hit. You have to protect the offensive player, but for me, it wasn't malicious in any way. She just got faked out, and it was so good. She said, "Bam! Slap you in the face for that one." You know?
I think so. I mean, I understand. I like the call, though.
Yeah, I mean, I do. I get it. I get it. And you know what? And they use the technology that's given to them, so fair play. You know, I'm always a referee fan, as we'll see some Slovakia highlights. Number 77, no doubt. Yeah, she's had some nice little plays. This one down the middle was beautiful finish.
Dudasova has been really lifting the team. Dudasova.
How old is Dudasova, Jeff?
Surprisingly,
she's not
I thought
young,
she had
is
6 points. She's only got 4 points?
No.
4 points and 3 assists.
Oh, I guess she's only had those 2 layups.
She's 26.
Ah, okay.
Plays.
She looks young.
Yep.
Okay, so.
Big opportunity here. Maravchikova.
Nothing but net.
Probably has been filling the role of an X factor today. I'm not sure that we really anticipated her coming out and being as influential as she has.
No, and we spoke about, you know, supporting cast, and they need extra effort off the bench and other players, so good on her. Well, this is a technical foul, so they get the ball back as well as 2 free throws.
She plays at Heidelberg, Germany. Great university. Here is Orosova. Well, it was a 4-point trip down the floor, and the momentum firmly now with Slovakia. Might be time for Bentley to start up the engine. Boy, Zioskova ran smack into Popova.
Number 21.
First foul on Slovakia. There's 3 that have been committed by Belarus.
Wow, is that it? Yeah, they have. First foul, you're right.
In this quarter.
Yeah, yeah.
Viktorovic. And Vermayinka was able to knock it away from Orosova, but not get possession for Belarus.
There we see another 3.
Viktorovic has not played anywhere near what she can do. Oh, they find Moravchikova. Oh, she missed the layup. Dudasova spotted the big center, and that was on a platter. I'm not sure how she missed that, and to miss it that badly.
It's on the left-hand side, Jeff. That's how.
I mean, that to me just doesn't matter. Oh, look at that. And Popova misses again. It goes off of.
I think people panic. That's why. I mean, I think a lot of people don't work on their weak hand. They go to their strong hand.
I think she still used her strong hand, but
yeah,
still missed it.
on the wrong side, though.
Yeah, but, you know, I don't know. I think you can still.
All right, you're the boss.
I agree. I mean, you need to work with your both hands.
Referee's going to have another chat, maybe.
They want to see who the ball went out of bounds with, or?
Hey, Jeff, they keep this up. We'll miss dinner as well. This is the 3rd review, but you know what? They've got the review right each time they've gone over and had a look.
Give me the time when the, okay, now, normal speed, and please stop when the ball touches outside. No,
Yes, and now
Yeah,
play
let it go. Play the image,
frame by
please.
frame, please.
The ball doesn't touch the rim. We need to check when the ball touches outside, please. Okay, so we need to go to the start of this play on the other end of the court, please, to find the time. Okay, so let the ball go touch outside, stop. When it touches outside, I will tell you. One more. And now, okay, 204. Now, give me to this side of the court, please, to the start of this offense.
You need to start to...
The start of the offense. More. Back. When she catches the ball. Okay, continue. Now, 227, 204. So it's 1 second on the 24 seconds device. You confirm?
Yes, and now we have red ball from the baseline.
Red ball baseline with 1 second on the 24 seconds device. Yes, same direction with 1 second. Okay. 1 second.
Well, you know, some fans might say they lose the will to live watching something like that, but at least we get to hear the referees talk about why they've made the decision, what they're doing, and there's really no need for us to explain it. So we'll just watch. There's only 1 second left, and Belarus. Oh, Viktorovich. The interesting thing there is she missed it, but at least she's made the shot and seen the ball go through the hoop.
Always a nice thing. Popova with the steal there.
Here comes Zyskova. 4-point game. And that's a much better play by Belarus, but then they miss the layup. But Vermanicki gets it back. Zyskova, oh, wow, nice move by the veteran.
I like that move. Nice little drive and then a little fake. Let's have a look at this. Here, boom. Gets her up off of her feet, steps through. Concentration on the rim. True vet move right there. And they clap for it. I like it. 26-24. Slovakian coach very animated. We got to see them in practice a couple of days ago, and he was exactly the same. There, Slovakia shooting 2 from 24, 33%. Need to pick that up a little bit just to help them out. Let's watch some highlights, shall we?
I'd still like to ask, where's Fekete? I think she's pretty good, but maybe I'm not seeing something defensively where she has a lapse. That could be it. But anyway, Marachikova has been very effective coming off the bench. And really, we haven't seen the best from Jakubsova today, so she's always got the potential to go off with 5 points for Marachikova.
Yeah, solid minutes from her. All right, well, last minute and 23 seconds here of the first half.
In real time, it's been a long stretch here. We've seen a long review.
Yeah, 3
timeout.
A bunch of timeouts. And no coffee delivery yet.
You want to keep the game moving, don't you think?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, now there's a delay. What's going on?
What is going on? Something's gone out maybe at the score table. Well, I'm not entirely too sure what's happening, but I just seen a guy crawl under a table over there, so something's going on. And now,
Okay, so now
that half court picking.
I did hear of there was a mouse apparently that was spotted running around in the office earlier, and it could be that he has escaped into the arena. From time to time, you do have the little friendly creatures, unwanted, and they sneak in. Remember when Manu Ginobili hit that bat?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
You would not hit a bat in Valencia. That's like the city's emblem. I mean, they love the bats.
Do they?
Murcielago, yeah. You look at the manhole covers, everything, you see bats.
Wow. I've played in a gym. I was in the Ukraine, and a pigeon was loose. And I was at the free throw line, went to go shoot my free throw, and the pigeon flew by.
Swooped down like at Wimbledon?
Absolutely. And I missed it, so I don't know if they planned that or not.
Okay, so we got another delay, unfortunately. And want to go to the beach? It's a bit challenging. So we've lost. The game clock is what it is, and it could be that the mouse did have a role in this, biting through the cables. Those furry little toothy creatures, and the good thing is we're close to halftime, so they're able to fix it. Okay, now they have turned it back on.
There's a mouse in the house somewhere, Jeff. Hopefully they can sort it out. They've been on task around here. We have to shout out a lot of crew behind the scenes. Obviously you hear our voices, but there are a lot of people that work very, very hard to put this show on.
How does, just, you know, from a player standpoint,
right?
You felt like Slovakia actually had the momentum.
Right.
And if this has come, it could benefit Belarus, who, let's look at the play here of Popova's three-pointer. I don't think we've seen the best from Belarus yet, although we've seen moments, certainly from this young lady, or veteran guard, Alex Bentley. And we've also seen some good shots from Popova. But right now we've got a delay. I assume it has to do with the clock, but I'm not positive.
Well, the clock's up. All the screens around the arena are on. You're here, I'm here, team's here. What are we waiting for, Jeff? But I did see some guy go under the table, so.
Just gonna stand up and loosen myself.
You never know.
Stretched out.
Well, the thing is.
Okay, so basically the first row over at the commissioner's table lost power, and now it's back on. So that does not rule out the fact that there was a mouse that bit through a cable, but they've been able to get it to go back on. And now Dudasova and Slovakia, or the players, are going to run down. I thought they were going to loosen up again. They might have gone cold. Just going to stand up. Nope, I'm going to sit down. Okay, so finally, final 1.5 minutes, 1 minute 20 seconds anyway, of the first half. Silva and earns a trip to the free throw line. The foul on the veteran, Vermayinka.
You know what, with that power outage, my screen right in front of me up in the arena, all my stats are gone, Jeff. Now I've got to go to my laptop and have a look, but all those stats were up there, so that's probably where we lost the power. Hopefully they can fill that in, make my job a little bit easier.
You just got to do what works. She makes both, and it's back to a 4-point lead. Good aggressive play. Attack the basket, even if it's Vermayinka, and you get to the free throw line.
Yeah, why not?
I really think Slovakia should try that more often. They seem reluctant to go towards the basket. Look at Bentley. She just goes right back and scores. It's the Bentley and Popova show offensively. They're carrying Belarus. Sova over to Orsova. Force the ball out of Bentley's hands if you're Slovakia.
For sure. I think that positive vibes has come out of her, shooting the three, driving. Look at this. Nice little reverse finish.
She's got 10 points to lead all scorers.
Little zone action here, doesn't matter. Wow, look at that catch.
Vermayinka, boy. Slovakia flirted with a foul, but they won the battle. They've got the lead, and they've got possession for what appears to be the final possession. Prasenitsova over to Jakubsova, and ended up flinging it up there. I'm not even going to qualify that as a shot.
No.
So
I hope not.
At the end of the first half, it's Slovakia with a 28-26 lead over Belarus.
Good solid defense there for Belarus to finish up that quarter, because that wasn't a very good shot for Slovakia. But either way, they go into the halftime with the lead up 2. Here's the end of the quarter stats, 32%. Either team really shooting great from the 2-point shot. I think that's really where the game is struggling. The rebound is going to Slovakia, surprisingly 24-19 steals, 3 each. And obviously we spoke about Bentley being the engine of Belarus, so no doubt she will come back out here. Bentley and Popova, here as we see the first half highlights, are really the scoring factors for Belarus, but I don't know if they're rushing, I don't feel like Slovakia is, you know, that big. And
they're not Russian, they're Belarusian.
Thank you.
But they are.
I think that's my favorite one yet, is that they are Belarushing their shots for sure, because they've got wide open layups and they've just choked him. So anyway, they can reset, have a breathe, have a talk, have a drink at halftime, Jeff, and talk about it, because this game is anyone's game. Obviously, Belarus is probably the favorite on paper, especially after winning last night by Bentley's dagger shot.
Tell me who you think, who has been the best team in this group so far? I think it's been Sweden.
Sweden. And we get to see them the next game. Yeah.
And in some ways, that shouldn't be a surprise, because they played at the FIBA Women's Olympic Qualifying Tournament. Although, you know, a few key players from that team aren't even here yet. You know, the way that Spain played last night, they would have qualified for certainly not the best.
Nope.
Belarus beat them at the buzzer, but it wasn't a pretty game.
Yeah,
Slovakia were just drilled by Sweden.
Yeah, and you know what I liked about Sweden, Jeff, was it was an even scoring and contribution on defense through the team. You know, they go off Elderbrink sisters, but wow, Lloyd, Fontan, they all stepped up. So, and the younger ones too. So, anyway,
I think for Slovakia, the game is there for the taking.
Yeah.
You know, they put the ball on the hardwood, they go to the basket, they rebound,
make some shots.
I don't see either team. I don't see them pulling away if they do win it, because I think that Bentley and Popova will keep this team close, and even Vermayinka can get hot. You know, we're not seeing much from Liktorovich. Zioskova can certainly make the odd big shot.
Yeah.
And I can still see Belarus winning this as well. you know, again, it's a game where they're just kind of hanging around. They're not playing well, but they tend to play in a lot of these types of games.
And just stay close enough that they can get the win.
Yeah, so they've got just enough talent. I think that will catch up with them as they go deeper in the tournament.
Sure will.
Here's where they might do some damage. Spain, open floor. Dominguez goes right at Bentley. Oh, she makes an incredible shot. Unbelievable. Falling down.
Belgium is definitely a medal contender in this championship. It's just, you know,
defense there by Belgium.
It's not easy to play a first game of the championship.
Whoa. Oh, nice no-look pass by Julie Alemán to number 23. Geldof, who just checked into the game.
Parangelo another three, and Basic with the board. Seems kind of like Italy have run out of ideas a little bit on offense. Basic, and the bomb and a three-point play opportunity. Castagno, oh, look at the cutter, and she gets swatted by Zandalicini. Brooks, the second time she's had a shot blocked in the last 30 seconds.
She volleyball spotted that, Jeff.
Then she gets it back, knows the handoff to Bentley. Shot clock winding down. She faces a trap. She gets over the space. She puts it up. Ah! She's made the shot. Lavinia! And it's the backboard. It is heartbreak for Spain. What a shot, Bentley.
Coach, it seemed like you had the momentum at the end of the first half. How did you manage to get it, and how do you keep it in the second half?
We just need to continue our work. We are good on rebound. We have really good team spirit in this team tonight. So we just need to follow this performance and to be aware of opening of second half, because yesterday it was bad from our side, and we just need to continue this way.
Yeah, you're fighting for offensive rebound that you mentioned. You seem to be fighting overall. How much more can you feed off that energy?
The girls wanted, yesterday we have out of energy because we are very young and inexperienced team, but tonight they lost their shyness and and scare, and now they are showing that they are correct basketball players which are able to hustle. So I hope we will continue this performance, and we will avoid some bad momentum. I hope so.
Thank you. Good luck for the second half. Coach, yesterday you had 21 points at halftime. Today a little bit better, 26. They've been switching defense. How can you find solutions offensively today?
I don't know what to say. Probably we're tired, so we have bad precision from the shots. But I hope we have 20 minutes and we still get better second half, and I think everything will be good.
Yeah, because we feel like we haven't seen the best of your team yet, and again you're in the game only down 2.
I don't know what I must say. So we're not playing our game, so we must find our game, and we keep going to 20 minutes. That's it.
Thank you. Good luck for the second half.
Well, interesting remarks from both coaches, really, as you look at Alexandria Bentley scoring 10 points to lead Belarus. the Slovakia coach saying that, you know, our players were just maybe had a little bit of stage fright in their opening game against Sweden.
He said they're a little bit shy, but today they're here. But what I did like what he said is that they have good team chemistry, that they're enjoying this game, having fun, which they are. And Belarus's head coach didn't really know what to say. But
well, she said, you know, she thinks that everything's going to be okay and it's going to get better.
And they're not playing their best basketball. They haven't played. This is a game and a half of Russians that we haven't seen. This is not their style. Missing quite a fair few layups. So hopefully this half we can see their style and really overcome Slovakia's momentum. And hopefully Slovakia can build on that and get their first dub, which would be an upset, really.
It would be indeed. Second half action underway in Valencia between Slovakia and Belarus. Slovakia up by 2 points here. Orosova comes right out, shoots the jump shot, and Dudasova gets on the ground going for the ball. And Belarus not able to capitalize on the break, but they're going to keep possession. You know, this Belarus team has 5 of the players that made it to the semifinals after that big upset over Russia at the FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup 11 years ago. Can you believe that?
Yeah, there's a full team of veterans here.
Ritsikava. And it was Ritsikava actually who had the big game against Russia with 15 points. And, you know, I think Belarus are really hoping that she will end up having a special tournament here. She's getting a lot of minutes. Boy, that was I like it though. I mean, it was a tough drive, but Zhioskova defensively was very tough.
Veromienko there having to bring up the ball. 8 seconds on the clock. We've got to get something to the rim.
Well, Liktarovic, she gets to the baseline. Tough catch for Popova, and she doesn't get it off in time. Slovakia, I think we kind of knew before the tournament that defensively is where they would have to excel to stay in games. So that was a good 24 seconds for them.
Yeah, great defensive possession.
Dudasova gets it to Jakubsova.
Lovely little scoop pass round there to Jakubsova. She has 6.
Dudasova and Morachbikova, probably the 2 standout players today for Slovakia. But it's all about the team. And this is what Belarus need now. They need to go back to their leaders. Liktarovic has it. Over to Ritsikava. Here she is, right on cue.
And she just kind of says, thank you. About time it goes in.
Jakubsova, not shy about putting it up from 3-point range. We saw her hit one yesterday as well. Oh boy, Zhioskova fouled. Plach, the Hungarian referee making that call.
Let's have a look here. Oh no, that was a scoop pass round. That was lovely.
So what I don't understand about Slovakia is they do have more success when they put pressure on the basket, and when they drive, than they do by putting up the jumpers. The jumpers just aren't falling. So why, after one possession, when you've just scored with a drive and a wraparound pass, do you put up a 3? Here's Dudasova, watch. Again, this time Popova cuts off the path to the basket. Now Dudasova. Shot clock down there, they lope it over. Well, here you go. Make a commitment to get the basketball inside.
Just what you asked for, Jeff.
Yeah, either driving it or throwing over the defense. Oh, boy. Slovakia got away with the push. Popova and Jakubsova able to collect the rebound despite the pressure from Ritsikava on the baseline. How long will it be before Bentley checks back in the game? I think if Slovakia score again here to stretch their lead, there might be a timeout or a substitution. Dudasova over to Jakubsova, open. I don't mind that one. She was wide open. And the three-pointer takes it now to their biggest lead of the game, 7. You saw the emotion from Jakubsova, the Trojan.
Yeah, she loved that one. She was wide open, though.
Yeah, but it kind of came in the flow, didn't it? A couple passes.
Yeah.
Liktorovich back to Vermayinka. Ritsikava, and good hands from Dudasova. 3.2 seconds remain on the shot clock. Trofimova, is she still feeling as upbeat as she was at halftime? That was a great pass down low from Dudasova, and there also to the corner. And Vermayinka misses down low. I don't know if she thought there was a foul. And Trofimova wants to call a timeout. You can see.
If they score here, they will.
Well, off the front of the iron. Oh, look at this. Got hung up somehow. Dudasova goes in and gets a layup, and she does have to call the timeout. That was a self-inflicted turnover by Belarus. What's going on?
And this is what Coach talked about from Slovakia at halftime. We have team spirit. We're really enjoying each other. We're playing as a team, and you're seeing it right here.
Goodness gracious, look at those 6 points, 8 assists for Dudasova. And she's also got a steal. She is leading this team right now.
And she came off the bench. So really great minutes there as you see her scream and say, yes, this is it, ladies. We got this. 37-28.
She's got 2 steals, 8 assists, 6 points, plus 13 efficiency. The highest rated player in the game. But again, it's positive. You know, they've had some good things happen when they get the ball inside. Now Bentley's going to come back into the game. I really wonder, I'm not entirely sold on Trofimova's decision not to start Bentley from the beginning.
Right.
They're just so much better when she's on the court.
Yeah, that's for sure. We'll see some highlights.
Now she has to come in and try to rescue them.
Right, that's for sure. This team, the Slovakia team, you can hear them every time. Look, you hear them in the background. There's not that many people, and then they're their crowd, their team, supporting each other. I love it. And no doubt it's showing on the scoreboard. But Belarus here need to buck up their ideas quick. You can't beat Spain last night and lose to Slovakia, but Slovakia's here, ready for the win.
Yeah, they had the opening day jitters, clearly, and they seem to have awakened after their blowout against Sweden. Into the corner. And Bentley misses badly. Honestly, I don't know why they're chasing Liktorovich as well in the right corner. I would just let her have it.
Right.
She hasn't proved that she can hit that shot yet.
They played that was pretty good defense though from Slovakia, confused Belarus. They looked like they were in the zone and then they kind of turned into a man-to-man. So they got what they want. They got a shot clock violation.
Get the ball into the hands of Dudasova. She's got it now back to Stasheva. She's tempted to put it up. I think she was baited into taking the bad shot.
Here comes Bentley.
She just shows responsibility.
And that's what you said, maybe not starting Bentley in this second half of action, but here she is right away, straight to the rim and a foul to the head, and she's on the line. You should be a coach, Jeff.
Yeah, no, I don't understand why she doesn't start. I mean, she needs to be on the court as much as possible.
Yeah, her and Popova.
And Trofimova puts her hands to her head and says, oh my goodness, just like you were saying, we beat Spain last night and we're down by 9 against Slovakia. What is wrong with us?
Well, you know what? This is what's so great. I've always said this as Bentley hits a second. The EuroBasket women's competition is a tough ask because every team in this tournament comes here to win and play hard and do your country proud, you know?
And it's also a little bit unpredictable.
Yeah. We would have put our money on Belarus, and here we are.
No. I'm not going to say that. There you go. Dudasova, great drive, doesn't finish. Orosova gets it back. I really thought, it was great that for Belarus that they won last night. They won in the clutch. I didn't think they played that great.
No, they didn't play great.
I thought Slovakia had a chance.
No, Belarus played pretty bad, along with Spain.
Yeah. They were fortunate to get out with a win. There's Bentley again, short. Ball bounces over the Slovakian rebounders. Stasheva, it's all about defense for Slovakia. Tarasova spinning, putting it up, and there's Orosova with a rebound.
And another great defensive possession for Slovakia there.
I think if the game starts to get really crazy, though, especially late, this is when Belarus become dangerous. Oh, boy, that was the right play, and Jakubsova just did not catch it. Pass might have been a little bit behind her.
Number 5 and number 3 out.
So Palenikova comes in. That brings another option, scoring option. Probably a better one, I would think, than Stasheva. Jakubsova also out, and Moravchika back in. Moravchikova. Popova gets down low. Good decision. Back your way down low and get a good shot.
Yep, and that's exactly where they want their offense from, Popova or Bentley at this point.
Good move, Palenikova. Bentley holds her ground. Palenikova over to Dudasova. She launches, nope. Again, you like her better driving. Lane was probably clogged. Now to Vermayinka, catches, turns, fades, and the ball doesn't drop. Vermayinka is just not at the peak of her game anymore on the evidence that we've seen. It might come back to her as the tournament wears on. Those are shots normally that she would make. Ritsikava reaches in and commits the foul. First foul on Belarus in this quarter, and Vermayinka goes out, and Hasper checks in. Dudasova and Orosova goes out, and Suhova as well as Romanarova come back in for Slovakia. Bratislava makes it. Bratislava, it ain't over, but she certainly takes it back up to an 8-point lead.
Vermayinka goes out with from 1 from 8, Jeff, you're right.
Tarasova was going into the double team and then a push on Moravchikova. Bentley from the right. And Palenikova rebounds and runs. Gets it out to the wing. Romanarova over to Suhova. feels her way in. It was a hard shot. Now Bentley, she runs. I think if the game opens up, that's where Bentley's going to beat you. So this is the danger that you have if you're Slovakia and you don't get back.
Yeah, and thank goodness, as that's an offensive foul there on the screen moving.
Romanarova, yeah.
That Belarus have Bentley at this point because she is the only offense. And Popova obviously on the floor as well, who made a nice little post move, but she can score and score quickly.
Also Slovakia now with 4 team fouls.
Drop into this kind of zone again.
Quick pass, Popova. And Asper, long rebound. Romanarova is able to get it. Marachikova and Prazenisova brings it forward. Prazenisova just hit a jump shot. Nice, I like it. She drives in, no foul called, but she at least puts pressure. You thought there should have been a foul, possibly?
Yes, maybe. Either way, they get the ball out of bounds. There's 5 seconds on the clock, so they need something kind of quick.
Suhova coming right out of bounds. Boy, she would have paid for that jump shot. Just doesn't make it.
I know.
Both teams still struggling. Just 31% from the floor for Slovakia. Hasper spins, turns, and now it's a 4-point game. It's imperative Slovakia go to the bench at least with a 4-point lead at the end of this quarter. Final seconds ticking off. Oh no, and they've been picked. And this is a disaster for me. I mean, I said it. I knew the danger was there.
Yep.
You cannot turn the ball over in that situation, especially if they give you the ball to close it out. Palenikova just...
Bentley just picked her pocket and said, yes, please, thank you. And there we said it, Jeff.
Savior, Bentley, and Belarus trailing now just 39-37, 10 minutes remaining.
Buenas tardes, Valencia. ¿Cómo estamos? Bueno, creo que es momento de que bailemos juntos.
Well, no doubt Bentley would have helped their 2-point percentage now up to 33%. They're shooting 10 from 30. Kind of what they were shooting yesterday, a kind of a tough clip, not making a lot of baskets around the rim. And that's why I think if Belarus is going to go on to win this game as we start to see the third quarter highlights, they need to clean up a lot of things, in my opinion. Right now, they're getting away with it. Well, are they? I don't know. Slovakia's playing them very, very well. But once you start getting into this next stage of elite basketball, you can't afford to be 10 from 30. You know what I mean? That's an ugly stat. Okay, it's one night and you go, oh, guys, sorry about that. Let's put that to the side and move on. But you then can't come back the following day and give me the same performance and think it's okay. So, come on, Belarus, you got 10 more minutes. Show us what you got. Get this win, get 2 under your belt. But for me, the team game is Slovakia. They're doing very, very well. They're getting across the board scoring. Good rebound from everyone, and they've got their bench that is cheering them on. Belarus, I don't even know if they've clapped for each other.
I just get the feeling that Slovakia have blown it with that little flurry right there at the end of the third quarter. You know, now is the telling moments when Bentley will get the basketball. Slovakia are going to have to come up and make a play.
Yeah.
Defensively, perhaps give something in transition. They need something to reclaim the momentum because the momentum is now firmly with Belarus. Jakubsova is called, and now the referees are over there talking to the Slovakian coach, telling him to calm down because he's really
animated.
getting animated. Yeah.
Let's have a look at this.
You can see him in the right corner of your right side of your screen. Bentley. Ritsikava, and it's tied up. Unbelievable. Belarus proving to be a team that is just impossible to put away. At least for Slovakia and Spain. Dudasova. And the comeback obviously has probably more to do with Bentley than anybody. Stasheva takes a terrible shot, but they end up getting the basketball back. What are they doing on offense?
I'm not too sure, to be honest.
Romanarova and Vermayinka commits a foul with 2.3 on the shot clock.
Resets it to 14. Yeah, Belarus, got to commend them on defense there. They're just speeding Slovakia up here. They can get a better shot. They just need to relax, set good screens. Here it is, that's what you want.
Dudasova, oh boy, bailed out by the reach.
No, but when you set a good screen, Jeff, you have great offense off of that. You've got the player who's coming off the screen for her jump shot, and if the big man overhelps, you've got the little dump down. So they get the foul, and they're back at the line. Bentley's not happy about it, but...
Vital free throws are all important from here on out. Foul was on Bentley. That was her first foul of the game. High arcing free throw. Now, if Tarasova gets it outside, I would sag. Ritsikava, she's starting to find her range, but she misses there. What a rebound by Hasper over Jakubsova. Jakubsova had position, and now great help defense by Dudasova. Well, maybe they haven't given up the ghost.
How long do you keep Popova on the bench there as well, also, Jeff?
Well, we'll see if Palenikova can score. Yeah, you bring her back in with about the next minute.
Okay.
Or 2 minutes.
Bentley just got over the line there.
Vermayinka puts it on the deck, and the foul. Oh, they're going to count it. Jakubsova. Lazy defense.
Slovakia isn't happy, but continuation to the basket. Vermayinka on the left-hand side. Where's your scout at? She's a lefty. She's going left.
I think before this is over, we're going to see a technical on the Slovakians.
Do you think?
Yeah, because they've had to go over there a few times.
Okay.
That's just my prediction. Okay, so just under, and look at that. Belarus have moved in front. Psychologically now, how does this impact the Slovakians, knowing that they've led by as many as 9 points? Dudasova, good! That's how it impacts them.
Wow.
She's having the game of her life.
Unbelievable, and then she shot that ball. It kind of slow motion, it had no rotation.
11 points. 11 points and 8 assists for Dudasova. Vermayinka, oh, great footwork. She's taking Jakubsova to school the last couple of times.
Yeah, but come on, Jakubsova. She is a lefty, please. She's always going to her left. Scout, baby girl, scout.
Surely you got to get the ball back into the hands of Dudasova.
100%.
Stasheva, well, they swing it back over to Romanarova, over to Jakubsova. Good! Vermayinka got there too late. She likes the baseline jumper, the three.
Very
Jakubsova.
talented, yeah. She has 11 points.
Good hands that time. She reacted in time, Jakubsova, as they try to go to Hasper.
Timeout? No, I thought it was a sub. Yep. Sub, not timeout.
Look at
the shot, look at the
Dudasova,
shot. Look,
yeah,
see?
it just doesn't even move.
It
There's
doesn't.
no rotation.
Yeah.
You could have put like something on top of it, like a plate, and it just would have flown through the air. I wonder if that's by design. We'll have to look at it again. Shot clock winding down. Here comes Bentley for three. Nope. And Dudasova that time guilty of standing there and watching. She needs to get the basketball. It was Ritsikava that was diving for the ball. Watch.
Whoopsies.
Well, you like the hustle from Ritsikava. 6.5 minutes to go. Long way to go.
I'm ready to see Popova though. Please.
Funny how they took Jakubsova out after she just hit that baseline jumper, but I guess she needs a break.
Yeah, coaches always do that, don't they? Let's see what Slovakia has here. 8 seconds on the shot clock.
Stasheva. Oh, she didn't get it to Moravchika. Prazin gets blocked.
Vermienka gets a block there.
Oh boy, it goes off of Tarasova. Speaking of blocks by Vermienka, she has a fair few today.
3, I think.
3, yeah. She's plus 14. 9 rebounds to go with her 8 points. She's just hasn't shot it well, 30%.
Here's Popova, Jeff. Coach heard me. Put her in the game, and here she is. Number 13 in red. Lucky for some.
And Bentley goes out, so Ziaskova comes in. She's a tough customer late game situations. And how about that? You're right, there's no rotation on that.
That's all.
If she doesn't need rotation, she doesn't need it. Dudasova is just been the star for this Slovakian team.
I wonder how you shoot it with no rotation.
I don't know, that's crazy, isn't it?
You're gonna have to ask her after the game, Jeff. Good high-low there from Popova down to Vermienka.
Popova, oh boy, she'll make that all day long. Found the soft spot, put it up and in. Less than 5 minutes remaining. Belarus yet again in a thriller. Prazitnisova doesn't drop.
Vermienka's all over the boards, that's for sure. She's rebounding.
Ziaskova sees the path open. Oh, Slovakia's players called for the travel. Ziaskova was able to hold her ground. Here she is again. Passes back to Ritsikava. And good deep from behind by Moravchikova. And then look at Popova get on the ground, hustling. And fortunately for Slovakia, they're going to get the ball. Belarus players looking at Ritsikava, telling her she's got to shoot it. Look at that. There's not much. It's kind of a sideways rotation.
Yeah.
A little, just a little.
No, I missed her follow-through. I want to see her follow-through. I didn't get to see that high replay quick enough.
You know, if it works, it works.
It sure does. Don't fix it if it ain't broke, because she's got 11 points tonight, and she's going for more here.
Out to Orosova. Bentley back in, having called her breath. Suhova on her. Bentley picks up her dribble. And Moravchikova runs right into Ritsikava, and that is foul number 4 on Slovakia. So,
and that's a shame because I felt like she's played pretty good. Coach is going to keep her in the game. It looks like, yep, he hasn't looked down his bench, but
one thing to bear in mind, Belarus have hit 6 of 11 free throws today. Oh boy, left Popova open, and then she does not make him pay, but then Moravchikova not able to rebound it, and another possession. Another chance for Belarus. And they get it down low. Oh boy, that was a tough move by Veromayinka to tie it. And that's how painful it is for Slovakia when they don't get the rebound.
That was a spectacular move for Veromayinka right under the rim.
Prazenitsova! Boy, she's been tough. We see some good things for her.
Woo!
Took a shot to the nose.
This is trading bucket for bucket here. Somebody's got to make a stop.
Ritsikava, oh boy, she was trying to get it to Popova. She apologizes. The pressure of trying to win a game at the FIBA Women's EuroBasket here in this historic Pabellon Municipal Fuente de San Luis, otherwise known as La Fonteta.
That could have really been an and one there. Look, she holds her face.
She's still holding her nose after that drive.
She did get slapped in the face. Referees missed that one, but that's okay. She went up strong. And,
when you used to, practice, would you basically have coaches that just wouldn't call fouls? You got to play through it.
Yeah, and also I would practice getting hit in the face as well. Like they would have those long, those swimming things. What are they called? Floaties, and they would hit us and. Noodles, thanks. We had a coach that would get noodles in our face. My current GB coach, Chema, he stands on a chair in front of the rim and waves and tries to distract us also. So you do have things to concentrate and also get through the bump.
Chema would know, wouldn't he? He's a sports psychologist as well.
He is.
He would know what gets inside your head.
Hey, he's the best in the game.
So I really felt like Belarus, when they came back at the end of the third quarter, and then they even, I think, took the lead in the fourth.
Yeah, they did.
I thought that was game, set, and match. They were going to go home and win, and Slovakia have
weathered the storm.
They've weathered, they've stuck in there. They haven't, certainly this is going to the wire. There's no doubt in my mind.
So you're saying who? You're saying Slovakia for this?
I'm not saying anything anymore.
Yeah, but I like to have this game with you.
Yeah, okay.
I'm going to say Belarus.
Well, Bentley comes off. You think Belarus are going to be the late game specialists once again?
Yep, and they're just a veteran team. They just know how to slug this one out yet again.
Right now they trail by 2, and Dudasova has the ball. She tries to feed it. Not much time left on the clock now, and they need to run a play where they get a shot off. They have to know that really they need to catch, I think, and shoot. Well, they get it to the right person. Jakubsova, good! Unbelievable! Belarus lost the plot defensively. They let probably the best three-point shooter, Jakubsova, free. And now Veromayinka is fouled, so that's free throws for the longtime Belarus international. And this is the problem for Slovakia, although the pressure is on Belarus because they're trailing by 5 points. I can tell you one thing.
Yeah.
I certainly would not be able to count on both hands the number of times Belarus have been in these dramatic situations over the years. I mean, they have been in some incredible fights.
Yeah.
And you're right, it's not a team that you want to bet against.
No. The thing is now, Slovakia is over the limit, so every time Belarus goes and gets fouled, they go to the free throw line.
Oh, there you go. Much better from Prazenitsova. I like the way she attacks, and really she's proving to be the one player that, you know, makes Belarus pay.
Yeah.
She's able to get a step, and she goes hard to the basket. But now the pressure on them as she has to make free throws.
She's got 10 points so far. She's played well, actually.
And
no worries. Yeah, make it 11.
She's 3 of 3 at the line. Potential commentators curse material.
No, stop, Jeff. Don't do that.
And
lucky 13 will take it. She goes 2 for 2 here as they put a press on here. Bentley's got to get out of it. Passes out of it, perfect.
Belarus get a good shot. Trying to get it to Vermayinka once again. Jakubsova. And Bentley puts it up, and that's what you call big time right there. That's why they call her Big Time Bentley.
She looks over at us.
Yeah. She said you knew that was coming. Big Time Bentley does it again. She hit the game winner last night against Spain at the buzzer.
Double B for you, wow.
Dudasova puts up a crazy shot, and now Belarus can tie it with a 3, or they can pull to within 1. She definitely was looking at us. She knows we're talking about her.
Yeah, she's
got
feeling it.
The pass to Zioskova. There's only one player that's going to take a 3, and it's going to be Bentley.
Just keep your hands up.
She steps back. She puts it up, and this time no. But Vermayinka rebounds it, and Bentley gets another chance. But they find Popova wide open. Big time, big game Bentley. If she's not scoring, she's making the right pass.
Wow, and Popova was wide open there, just standing right under the rim.
Listen, you got to get the ball back to Prazenitsova and let her drive to the basket. And a push called on Zioskova, so look at a new 14. You know, if Prazenitsova is willing to drive and
look at this
and take the heat.
She runs out and she leaves Popova right under the rim. And finally, Belarus is out of their seats. They're cheering. They know they're down 1 here.
By the way, that's 4 fouls anymore, and Belarus are over the limit. Slovakia applauding from the bench. Jakubsova to Dudasova. Again, I say Prazenitsova. Get her the basketball, let her penetrate. No, it's going to be Dudasova. And now Belarus have it with a chance to go back in front.
Wow, that 3 would have been crazy if it went in. I don't know if they could have got a bit better shot than that, but here's Bentley.
Big time Bentley looking for the move. She's got the ball. Back to Ritsikava. Zioskova, shot clock about to expire. The block, they go for it. Unbelievable how they settle for Zioskova trying to score on a drive.
Unbelievable defense from Slovakia.
It was good D from Slovakia. You got to give them credit.
Way to stay solid for 24 seconds. That is tough. Look at this. And a block there.
Possibly got away with a foul as well. Look at it. Look at the hand. It goes maybe a little bit on the arm, on the follow through.
And she's excited about it.
No refs making that call. You're going to bring it in here. You got to take the contact.
Yeah. Wow, Jeff, unbelievable. Hey.
So you need to get the ball to your good ball handlers. You need to get the ball to your good free throw shooters.
Yeah.
And you need to be aware of the double team.
Yeah, they're probably pressing.
They're going to gamble.
Yeah, you have to gamble. And you have a foul to give also. You have a team foul. No, you don't. No, you don't. Sorry.
Yep,
no, you don't. So you don't want to foul to put them at the line. Or do you, in case they miss? I don't know.
Well, Belarus need to identify the suspect This is where the
shooter.
advanced scouting comes
Yeah.
into place. Jakubsova. Big time, big game Bentley has made some big plays with the ball, but her team trailing.
As she looks up at the scoreboard, she knows she needs a big stop here and a steal if...
No. Okay, there you go. Pratinitsova is a good free throw shooter.
They're trying to foul.
And they get it to Polinikova. Slovakia appealing for an unsportsmanlike.
See, I told you, Jeff, they might go for that, and they did.
Now they're going to talk about it. They might go review it.
Normal foul. 2 shots.
And they want to look at it. They want to see if they're going to upgrade it.
And this is big. If they upgrade this, Jeff, this
I don't think they will unless she somehow grabbed her.
Hey, listen, it's if she had a play at the ball.
Okay, let's listen to what they have to say. They get the masks on.
But Slovakia will get this ball back if it is.
So we are taking less contact if it's normal contact or unsportsmanlike contact. Okay, once more normal speed. Okay,
Ooh.
is she trying to play the ball?
For me, this is not a normal basketball action. She's grabbing the hip with the right hand, and then she's causing another contact
Not
with the left
looking
one.
for the ball, only looking to stop the player by holding the hip.
Exactly.
Okay.
This movement meets the first criteria of an unsportsmanlike foul, so in my opinion, we should upgrade it to unsportsmanlike.
Once more normal speed, please. Okay, so we are upgrading this foul from normal foul to unsportsmanlike foul. No attempt to play the ball.
Exactly.
Okay, no other explanation needed. We heard it all, and certainly in live I didn't see it, but when you slow it down, you can see that Bentley did
and
grab her in the
Number
waist
9,
a little.
Number 9, yes.
Yeah, that's tough. I told you about that in timeout, that potentially that Belarus might talk about fouling and putting them on the line. Here,
Here you go, look at this.
unfortunately.
Yeah, it's anytime you get both hands on her like that, you're in danger. Huge opportunity for Slovakia to ice it, and they do not.
Front
so
rims
now she has to make this.
Stressed, but she makes it.
So she makes it a 2-point game.
But Slovakia gets the ball back here again.
This thing isn't over.
Nope.
The door has been left slightly ajar for Belarus.
They need to play good defense here.
And for big-time Bentley. Jakubsova fouled with 6.6 seconds to go. And the Trojan will go to the line.
See, I always struggle with this. There's 2 styles, right?
What?
Of defense at the end of games in these situations. You foul, which Belarus is trying to do, and stop the clock and make them earn it at the line. Or you play solid defense and try and steal the ball, and then the clock runs out. I don't know. 2 different coaching styles, as we see. And if she hits this one, it's going to be a 2-possession game.
And now, if she misses this, do you foul if you're Slovakia and not allow them to attempt? It doesn't matter, she's made it. And now what you do if you are Slovakia, you simply do not foul.
Absolutely not. You do not foul. I'm talking about you let them get it in.
They're going to advance the ball, though, aren't they?
Yeah. Yeah, they're going to advance the ball, of course.
So they're going to dump it down low to Vermaika. She's going to, or Popova, and she's going to score.
And then you can
or do you think they're going to go for the 3?
I wouldn't mind. Oh, look, we've got inside. Let's see if we can see what she draws up.
I think you take a quick pass. I think you try to get a layup.
Let's put 2 post play. Oh no, I don't want to see Bentley's face. I want to see the drawing board. my Belarusian isn't great, but obviously she said shot there, and there's a couple screens, so I'm guessing they're going to give it to Bentley, no? But it's if they can get the ball in bounds. I'm switching everything if I'm Slovakia. Do not foul and make it a tough shot.
In no way do you foul, because also if you foul, they might make it and go to the line for a 3-point play, but they could also, or a 4-point play, but even if, and then they could miss the free throw and go for the offensive rebound and score. So you simply cannot, you can't put them on the line here.
I'll just
I don't think.
I'll just switch everything, please. I hope they talked about this. Nope, they've got what they wanted.
Well, they get to Bentley, and it's not going to be enough. Slovakia have beaten Belarus. They have held it together. Look at that. They have bounced back from their opening day demolition against Sweden to beat Belarus.
Unreal.
The late game specialists, 58-54. And now both of those teams are 1-1 in this Group A.
And all smiles there from coach. And a different set of faces for Belarus today after a big win yesterday. And unfortunately, the better team today was Slovakia.
And they know now that the great opening night win that they had over Spain, they've kind of blown it, because now they're going to have to face Sweden. And there is a potential of a 3-way tie with them and Slovakia. Now Slovakia have actually got a superior head-to-head against them. Yeah. And they've also, in a potential 3-way tie right now, they have the better of Slovakia of the three. I'm trying to think what, we'll have to look at those scores real quick.
Well, the thing is that Belarus only won by 2 points, and Slovakia lost 74-57 last night.
Right. Yeah, but I'm just saying in a 3-way tie with Spain and Belarus.
Yeah. Very interesting.
You can't end up. Could you end up with 3 teams with the same record? Yeah, you could, couldn't you? 1-2, 1-2, 1-2.
Wow. Very interesting. I'm really happy for them.
No, I don't think you could actually, because you would have Slovakia now playing Spain. So Spain could also win. I don't think you would end up with a 3-way tie. Anyway, we'll let the games be played. We need some time to figure this out.
I'm too tired for that. He's got me doing maths over here, guys. But a fantastic win. Let's applaud Slovakia. Absolutely fantastic. Everyone who played on the court played tough, truly believed, and didn't care. They didn't care Belarus won last night.
You could end up with 4 teams with the same record.
Fair.
Ultimately.
Yeah.
So that's when goal differential for all the games would come into play.
Do you know
obviously.
what? Also, sorry, just to talk about Slovakia real quick. If I watched last night's game and you saw, okay, yeah, Belarus won, but they didn't play great, you know what I mean? So you put them on the rocks again, and that's exactly what they did tonight. They put them right where they wanted, just stay right next to them, They made some good, solid plays. Wow. Slovakia has bounced back from yesterday's loss, which was 74-57, to a tremendous win tonight.
I guess the advantage of at least Bentley, if she were to hit that 3, then they would have lost by just 1.
Right, and then it's really close.
And maybe that figured into the thinking. But I don't know. I think it's...
This group's going to be closer than I thought it was going to be, and especially with Sweden coming up next with Spain, that's going to be interesting.
Well, you know what? Slovakia played much better today, and they will play now Spain, and they will, the pressure is really on Spain, because they will not want to catch Slovakia after this win, needing to win their first game.
Right, and the thing is, they have a day off tomorrow as well, so they'll have plenty of rest. They'll be ready for Spain. Spain has another late game tonight.
Slovakia going to be very happy going into their break.
Yeah. And also, you know what, why they should be happy? Because they played as a unit. They played as a squad. They played as a team. And they should feel really proud of themselves. That was a team effort here. You see the 3. Bang. That was a big momentum swing. And she played excellent, number 3 there. And I just feel like this group's open, wide open. Spain let it wide open yesterday, letting Belarus win. And then obviously Belarus losing today. This is the EuroBasket, baby. Anything can happen.
Well, there you go. Dudasova and Slovakia have won the game they had to win to breathe some life into their FIBA Women's EuroBasket campaign. You can see they're now in second place, but actually they have the head-to-head advantage on Belarus, Sweden in third, and Spain in fourth, and those two teams will be playing next. So one final time, Slovakia win late, a thriller, 58-54 over Belarus at the FIBA Women's EuroBasket.